Dimensions tab set the sizes of the elements and their margins and paddings. Width set the width of the selected element. The elements can be assigned with min and max widths, which means they cannot be set more narrow or wider than the set value. Usually, the elements have the width auto, which means their width is relative to the content. Containers and columns are stretched to 100% of width by default. There are different measurement units available to set the width. The most common are the absolute values like pixels and relative values like %. Height sets the height of the selected element. The elements can be assigned with min and max height, which means they cannot be set smaller or higher than the set value. Usually, the elements have the height auto, which means their height is relative to the content. Containers and cells have 75 pixels default height. Margins are used to create space around elements, outside of any defined borders. They help elements separate from each other. Margins are also set with the absolute values like pixels and relative values like %. If set in %, the value is calculated based on the parent container height for margin top and margin bottom, or the parent container width for margin left and margin right. Paddings are used to generate space around an element's content, inside of any defined borders. Paddings are also set with absolute values like pixels and relative values like %. If set in %, the value is calculated based on this element height for padding top and padding bottom, or the element's width for padding left and padding right. Padding for the parent element and margin for child element look like the same space, but these values are not the same and can be applied together.